My name is Marisol Lopez, and I am your second grade math virtual content specialist. You can think of me as your teacher's helper. Today, you are going to learn how to make arrays in different ways using Google Slides. Let's begin. In many of the lessons, your teacher will ask you to draw in Google Slides. You will see slides such as this one. In a previous video titled How to Draw in Google Slides Part 2, you learned how to create a table and create an array by drawing and inserting shapes into that table. In case you missed that video, I have included it here. You can click on it and it will take you to that video. In this video, we will review how to draw an array using a table. I will also help you continue your learning by building arrays in Google Slides in different ways. First thing you will have to do is open a blank Google Slides presentation by typing at the top of your web browser www.slides.google.com. If you're using an iPad, you can also download the Google Slides app to practice with me. In the previous video, you learned how to create an array for the word problem. Bobby puts 3 rows of tiles in his kitchen to make a design. He lays 5 tiles in each row. We practiced making a table. Then we drew a square to represent one of Bobby's tiles. Then we copied and pasted the square multiple times until we had enough squares to fit all of the empty cells in the table. I am now going to teach you a different way to make an array using a table. First, let's quickly review how to make a table. Click on the word Insert. That will open another window with more options. You are then going to click on the word Table. Once you click on that, it will open up another small window with many boxes. Here you can select how many boxes or cells you want your table to have. This will depend on what kind of array you are wishing to draw. Also, in order to draw an array, you will need to know how to draw a shape. Click Insert once again. This time, when the additional options appear, you will click where it says Shape. That will open another small window with different shapes that you can draw. Today, you will learn how to make squares. Now, we are going to combine the steps for drawing a table and drawing shapes to make an array. I am going to practice creating an array for this word problem. Maria has a collection of stickers. She places them in her sticker book in 4 rows of 4 stickers. Build an array that shows Maria's sticker collection in her sticker book. Practice with me. First, I am going to insert a table of 4 rows and 4 boxes in each row by again clicking Insert, Table, 4 boxes, 4 rows, and it tells you at the bottom 4 by 4. Then I am going to once again insert a square to represent Maria's stickers. So Insert, Shape, click on Shapes, Square. I'm going to draw my square. Now let's see, I want these squares to be green. And I'm going to use the little blue circles on the sides to help me resize the square. It's a perfect fit. Now remember, once you have drawn one square, you can then copy and paste the square as many times as you need until you fill up all the boxes in the table. Remember, keep your square selected with the blue dots around. You go up to the top where it says Edit Copy, and then hit Edit Paste. You can do that as many times as you need to until you fill up the table with squares. Now remember, the little red line is there. It's going to help you. It wants to make sure that all of the squares are lined up. Now we have filled up all of the spaces in the table with the squares. If you do not want the lines on the table, you click on the table. It is selected because now it has turned blue around. And then You can hit the button on your keyboard that says delete. And look at that. The outside lines of the table disappeared, but your array has stayed. This is another way to make an array with a table. Feel free to pause this video and practice that once again if you need to. Let's practice another way to build an array. Once again, creating a table. Let's go back to the top and click where it says Insert. Then click on Table. We're going to once again select 4 boxes and 4 rows going down. There's our table. Now, just going to make it smaller using those 3 dots on the side, right? My arrow turns into 1 arrow. And when it looks like a cross, then I can move my table where I need it to go. This time, we are not going to draw squares to go inside the table. This time, we're going to fill the blank boxes, or usually we call these cells. The cells inside of our table with color. First, we are going to click inside of the table. You will see that little blue line blinking. Then you're going to click on your keyboard where it says Shift, this button Shift, and you're going to keep that button pressed while you click the right arrow and the down arrow until your whole table is selected. Practice with me. Shift, right, 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 down, down, down. There you go. My whole table is now selected. Once your table is completely selected, then you can click the paint can at the top. Here's the little paint can, and you can select whatever color you'd like. Today I'm going to select yellow. Now you click out of the table and look at my array. It's already made. I have 4 yellow boxes going across, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 rows going down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lastly, there will be times that you will be asked to drag the tiles and create an array, just as in the example from today's lesson. It says, construct the following array with no gaps or overlaps. Then write a repeated addition equation to match the construction. In order to do this, you will have to click on each of the squares and drag them over one at a time to build an array in the blue space. In order to do that, you have to make sure that your mouse looks like a cross, and then click, hold, and move the shape where you want it to go. If your mouse does not look like a cross and it looks like an arrow, like this, you will only be stretching the square, and that is not what you want to do. Do not worry if this happens to you. You can click on this arrow up here at the top, backwards arrow. It undoes the last thing you did. So it will reset your square back to where you started. Also, watch out for this blue dot on the side. It actually helps you rotate or turn the shape around. Again, this is not what you want. So you're going to go back, hit undo, and it'll put your shape right back to where it needs to be. If you're using an iPad, you just need to click on the shape, keep it pressed with your finger in the middle, and drag it where you want it to go. Remember, when you are moving the squares, these magical red lines will appear, and those are meant to help you make sure that your squares are straight. One important thing to note is the instructions ask us to create an array that has no gaps, so no spaces in between like this, and no overlays, which means no tiles are laying on top of each other like this. They are perfectly aligned with no spaces. They must be aligned neatly side by side. I'll give you 15 seconds to draw your array. Did you draw an array like mine? Is your array different than mine? Feel free to pause this video if you need more time. What repeated addition equation can I write? My repeated addition equation will be 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12 because I have 3 rows of 4 squares in each row. Remember, your repeated addition equation will also be different than mine if your array is different than mine, and that is okay. You did a great job today drawing arrays in different ways using Google Slides. The more you practice building arrays in Google Slides, the better you will be. You will also use the style that is more comfortable for you. Save your work from today to show it to your teacher. Until next time, bye bye.